All right, nothing like an impromptu live. I hope everyone's having a great Friday. So, for those of you that have been around for a while, the bronzer drops have been here for about a year. So, we first launched them under the private label. And why I did that was I thought there was going to be a lot of questions when I launched private label about customizing different colors. And I thought, I'm just going to put them here. And if anybody, wants to talk to me about customizing a different private label product, it's super easy. They can try the different bronzer colors. Then what started to happen was people started to use them in solutions, customizing mousse for clients. And really, I just launched them without enough explanation, is what I realized. So we thought, let's relaunch them and give you a little more info of how to use them. And really, you're really gonna appreciate them because you're not gonna have to purchase a lot of different solutions to make different clients happy. You are going to be the chemist and you are going to make custom solutions for your clients when they're coming to see you, depending on why they're coming to see you and what they're getting a tan for. So let's get started. So um, I want to tell you a little bit why I launched bronzer drops. So obviously, I did them a year ago for the private label, but why I'm relaunching them is really to make your life easier. So I do want to caution you though on something. So when I started Sunna, I wanted to create a product that was for somebody like me. So when I was getting tans 12 years ago, there wasn't a product on the market that was clean enough to not make me have a skin hangover. So what I mean by that is I would get a spray tan and it had so much alcohol in it and so many bronzers that I was allergic to that I would just be blotchy, I would be itchy, and it just was not worth it for my problematic skin. So also I am like covered in beauty marks. So if I got a tan with a bronzer in it, you'd be able to see like all my beauty marks were just that much more noticeable. So for me, I just wanted an option that was going to be cleaner for me that didn't cause me the skin hangover. And that is why Sunna was born. Um, so yeah, enough about that. Just know that, really ask your client a lot of questions about what they like about a tan, what they didn't like in the past, because if they have skin that's like me, you're not going to be wanting to add anything that's going to irritate their skin. Okay. All right. So I think I covered a lot of this already. So bronzer drops are amazing because you can give a custom tan without having to purchase 4 or 5 other solutions, and you get to play chemist and you get to customize. Just going to make sure I'm still live here. It's weird when you can't see.
Yep,
Uh,
you're still live, Shan.
cool.
You're good to go. I'm here.
Okay, cool. It just says 0 post reach on my phone, so I'll keep going here. Okay, so first you need to figure out your client's undertone. So the easiest way this has ever been explained to me throughout the years is this. If you burn easily, you're more than likely a cool undertone. If you tan easily, you're more than likely a warm undertone. And if you burn and then tan, you're more than likely a neutral undertone. So there's going to be a lot of variations and people that are going to be cool and warm. And this is when the bronzers are going to be customized. And the more you use them, you're going to figure out what your clients like and what your clients don't like. So another way that was explained to me too is if you look at your wrists and veins under natural light. So if your veins appear to be green, you probably have warm undertones. If they're blue or purple, you probably have cool undertones. And if they're a mix of both, you may have neutral undertones. All right, so we have 3 different bronzer drops. We have warm brown. This is made for everyone. It takes away any brassy tones. And this was really made with kind of that Australian sunless tanning brands that you see probably come up in your ads, and it's just kind of that like super, super brown tan. So that really was what our inspiration was to create the warm brown. So this is going to be made for anyone. This really is our neutral bronzing drop, can be used for really any skin tone, and it's going to take away any brassy tones. And then we have our violet, and that cancels out any yellow tones or warm tones in the skin. So somebody like me, I'm cool. I'm you do not, I'm like kind of pink. Like I'm probably a little neutral, but mostly cool. Violet's gonna look super purple on me. And you'll see why here soon. So really violet should be used more to cut someone's skin that has that more warm yellow tones, okay? And then olive, this one was created and inspired by Jennifer Aniston. She always has that perfect olive tan. So this is gonna be for somebody like me, the olive is going to cancel out any of the red rosy skin tones. So if you are that cool undertone. All right, this color wheel that overwhelms anyone that ever looks at it. And if you're a makeup artist or you've taken any kind of makeup training, I find like they have a very good grasp on undertones. This isn't skin tone, this is like undertones. Um, So if you look at the color wheel here, so the warm tones, if you just went straight across, you're going to see like that's when that violet color comes in. So you can use, if you're a warm tone, you can use violet, warm brown, cool tones. You're going to use warm brown or olive, and then again neutral, anything goes. So if you ever hear people talk about the color wheel, that's really what they're showing you, is if you just go right across kind of where your color is kind of the undertone that you want. And in the end, they're all going to create a brown, and that is people are wanting to enrich their skin. So that is what the ultimate goal is if you're adding the bronzer drops. The one thing I forgot to talk about in the very beginning of this live, guys, is how long bronzer drops last. So bronzer drops and any kind of bronzer in a tanning solution is only going to last 2 washes. So 2 washes, maybe one, maybe a little bit more. So this is something to caution your client on. If they're going to be somewhere that they're going to be sweating a lot, they're going to need a lot of showers too. Are they going to be okay with bronzer sweating off of them? And then also know that the bronzer is not going to last. So that olive, that warm brown, that violet is not going to last more than a couple showers in a couple days. So really being careful of which DHA level you're using, because ultimately that's what they're going to be left with, right? So let's say you go a little too darker on the DHA, but you're going to kind of cover that up by using a bronzer. After a couple days, the DHA that you chose is all that's going to be left. That's the only color that's going to be left. Okay, so neutral tones. So you're neutral if you're a mixture of warm and cool. So our bronzer recommendations, and if you're going to take a picture of anything during this live, I would take a picture of this slide only. So you're not neutral if you're a mixture of warm and cool. So our bronzer recommendations are olive, violet, and warm brown. Cool tones. So if you're cool, includes pink, red, or bluish undertones. Our recommendations are going to be olive, of course, and then warm brown. And then also try olive with just like a little bit of violet as something custom. And again, these bronzer drops can be mixed, guys. Warm tones. So warm includes golden, yellow, or peachy undertones. So the bronzer recommendations for warm tones are violet, warm brown, or olive, to be honest. Like, this is the thing. These bronzer drops are going to work on really any skin tone, depending on what variation that person is. Because a lot of people sit in the neutral. Okay, again, the no rules, kind of what I was saying. So if you know me and you've worked with me for a while, you know that if you were to take a spray tan handbook and read what everyone is saying, I'm probably doing the opposite. And really, this is how I feel about these bronzer drops. There's no rules. have fun. You got to use them. You got to test them and make sure your clients know that too. Like there's nothing more fun than like, think about if you're going to even like get your hair done, you know, and your clients like, or your, you know, your stylist is like, I just learned something really cool and I'd love to try this new formula on you. Like, how do you feel? I'm always going to be like, hell yes. Like, I want to try something new. So, you know your audience there. Like if someone is on the more conservative side, obviously, you know, don't try something too dark on them or too crazy that you haven't tested. But if you have those clients that are open to try something new, try it, get feedback, get photos. That's the only way you're going to get comfortable with tanning in general, is just start doing it. And same with these bronzer drops. You've got to start playing with them, start getting familiar with people's skin. And this is when you're going to start having fun and be able to really offer that customization. So if you have a client like me who has problematic skin, what's fun about the bronzer drops is you can just use the bronzer drops at the end. And let's say just do the legs. So you would tan your client, leave the legs for last. So just do upper body and up. And then you could take your solution you had left, right? If you think it's too much, you could pour a little bit out, and then you're just going to pour your drops in and then just finish with the legs. So have fun with these. And at our last photo shoot, I'll even post the photos. We did a photo shoot where we wanted to show a lot of before and afters. And I sent a friend of mine who's also a SunnaTan artist to do it. And I said to her, she'd never used the bronzer drops. And I said, hey, I want you to use these bronzer drops. I gave her a little bit of info, but not much, and said, just add these bronzer drops to the models and tell me later what you did. And, you know, she's just kind of like, what the heck? Like so much pressure. But because I trusted that honestly, they're all going to look amazing. And I will share with you what she did. Maybe I'll post the photos below so you guys can see. And they all turned out beautiful. And I love what her thinking was behind each one. So I just really don't want you guys to get fixated that you're going to make a mistake. Just start playing. Okay. So let's do a promo. Why the hell not? I want you guys trying these, and what we're going to do for the next week is if you add your solution to your cart. So this is any solution but clear, guys. Clear is not going to work with the bronzer drops. You're going to have to spend so much money in bronzer drops just getting any kind of color. You want to use our advanced solutions or express solutions because they do have a bronzer base on them. Yeah, bronzer drops aren't going to use in clear. So if you add liters, gallons, express, regular solution into your cart, then you're also going to add the 3-pack. So we have these bronzers individually on our website. No, you're going to choose the 3-pack of bronzer bronzer drop bundle to your cart. And at checkout, the bronzer drops will automatically go to 0. Okay, guys? So jump on this. This is a way to try it free. I think the value is like $49 that you're saving. So this is a great way to try out the bronzers, and I want to know everything after you've tried them out. Okay, just gonna stop sharing here and just quickly talk about how to use them. Okay, so you're gonna get ready for your tan. So around 100 mils, if you are somebody that is a little more advanced, you know how much solution you're using. So for me, it's like just under 100 mils. I can do a tan. If you're new, you might want to fill it just a little bit more just to be safe. And then you're going to choose your bronzer drop. So if you want it to be very noticeable, you're going to do 6 full droppers. Okay, so a full dropper is like full dropper in. Okay, and you're going to do like 4 to 6 of those to be deeper. And if you're only wanting it to be subtle, then you're only gonna add 3, okay? 3 full droppers. It's not drip, drip, drip. It's like the full dropper. This seems to be confusing, and I don't want that to be confusing for you. So yeah, that's all I have. right now, today, I just really want to encourage you to play and have fun with it and really, yeah, just self teach yourself about how these are going to look on your clients. And please drop photos, drop questions, keep me in the loop. Um, yeah, Brandy, am I missing anything? Put it in the chat if I am. Don't know if there's a bit of a lag. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you want a training on something else. I want to start doing more of these for you. If you want me to start talking to you about which solution color to pick and why, like which DHA level. Oh, toothpaste. Brandy wants me to mention toothpaste. So if you missed it, we launched toothpaste a couple days ago to wholesalers. So this is our new toothpaste. I'm super excited about this. If you've used our Smile Prep, you know what Perlite is, and it's that feeling. It's like a light grit, but what it does is just makes your teeth feel like you just left the dentist. It's amazing. And while supplies last, I think we started with over like 2,000 toothbrushes, and now we're only down to a few hundred. So you want to get on this right away. But it also, if you add toothbrush to your or toothpaste to your order as well, we're going to be giving you a free bamboo toothbrush too. It comes in a really cute, obviously sanitary package that you could then give to your client for free. And we're launching retail on retail channels on Monday. So we're also going to be adding a bunch of marketing materials in the Insider, so you can do like have a go along with the launch with on your own Instagram, along with us, and launch with your clients next week too. And now you have something else to launch. Bronzer drops, which is super fun. And if you've been watching our Booked and Busy, it's a great way to say you have a new product you're trying and get more traffic in your door. And I'm going to stop talking now. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. And thank you so much.